There for tonight's swimming, Jim Kelly and John Neighbor.
Thank you, Jim, and hi again, everybody. Welcome indoors to the natatorium here on the campus of LSU in Baton Rouge. John Neighbor, Olympic champion, alongside. We're just about set for the start of the men's 800-meter freestyle final. 16 lengths of this 50-meter pool. In lane 1, Anthony Mondello, 17 years old, from Plano, Texas. Also from Plano, Texas, 17 years old, but swimming for the North. In lane 2, Mike Russell. In lane 3, Alex Kostich, 15 years old, from Belmont, Massachusetts. In lane 4, Andre DuPlessis, 16 years old, from New Orleans. In lane 5, Steve Herron, 15 years old, from Kirkland, Washington. In lane 6, Roddy Kirschenman, 17 years old, from Omaha, Nebraska. And in lane 7, Jeff Olsen, 16, from Austin, Texas. Rounding out the field in lane 8, Heil, 18 years old, from Little Rock, Arkansas.
16 lengths of the pool. It's about 8-minute race as far as world record pace is concerned. These guys are going to be testing the field, testing each other for the first 4 lengths, and then they're going to start turning on the pressure, adding the speed. Remember, lane 1 is at the bottom of our screen. Lane 8 is at the top of our screen.
Who do we watch, John?
At this point, I think you have to favor the guy in the center lane. Lane 4 in the green suit just left the blocks, Andre DuPlessis. And Jeff Olsen I like. Lane 7, second from the top of the screen. He was victorious in the 200-meter butterfly last evening, and that proves to me he's got a lot of endurance. And talking to him prior to tonight's competition, I get the feeling that he's ready to put in a couple of big ones.
The early lead is in lane 3, and that's Alex Kostich out of Belmont, Massachusetts. And again, this is the first of 16 lengths. He is the leader, and his split time, 28. Check it, in lane 3. Well, the splits are a little slow. They still haven't posted the first place. But it is in lane 3, Alex Kostich.
Yeah, the field is in the center lanes are pretty well bunched together, which is about how it should be. The athletes are conscious of each other. When they breathe to the side, they can look at each other. This right here, lane 3, our current leader, Alex Kostich, he's 15 years old, and that lack of maturity or experience would probably lead us to believe that his going out fast is not necessarily an indication that he can keep up the pace. They're 1/8 of the way, 12% through this race so far. And you notice in lane 4, the swimmer right next to Alex, the leader, is moving over right adjacent to him, trying to drag off him a little bit. See right there in the green suit, second from the bottom of our screen. See him close to this side of the lane, trying to drag off of Alex. Lane 4, of course, Andre DuPlessis. We picked him to be one of the top contenders towards the end of this race.
And he's got some local rooters here from New Orleans, just about a mile down the road. This is lap 3 of 16 laps. Again, it's a 50-meter pool, and our leader is 15-year-old Alex Kostich, who is a swimmer for the Bernals Gators Swim Club in Belmont, Mass. He attends Buckingham Brown and Nichols School. He'll be a sophomore this fall. As for Andre DuPlessis, who is from New Orleans, he swims for the Dick Bowers Swim Club and is a South team captain. He set a junior record in the 1,000-yard freestyle this spring, and he'll be a senior this fall. So right now, it's a 2-man race, but now coming up in lane 7 with a rush, Jeff Olsen, who is 16 years old, out of Austin, Texas, and right now he's in the show spot.
Yeah, if you can look up there at the top of the screen now, just fading out, you can see him making a charge here. Jeff Olsen there, second from the top lane. Look how smooth he appears. He looks almost effortless, where right now our leader is thrashing, not thrashing, but turning over a lot more quickly, sort of slapping the water with his arms. You see him rocking a very sharp turn, catching his breath. He's got a rhythm going, but it looks a little bit more filled with effort, whereas there on the top of the screen, you can see Jeff Olsen slowly, smoothly pulling the way.
Turn, they've done 5 of 16. You saw that 200-meter split time. And really, John, in the 800 freestyle, after about 200 meters, isn't that really where you start to turn the volume up a little bit?
That's right. That at that point, the athletes who can accelerate the pace, the first 200 is to find a comfortable pace that you can maintain for 8 minutes. At that point, you start testing yourself by turning up the volume, if you will, and these athletes begin to put on a little pressure. Still, it looks to me right here, our 2 leaders, lane 3 on the right, lane 4 on the left, flipping right now. His 300 split, 3:03.09. Frankly, that's pretty good. If he can keep that up, he's heading for an 8:08, and that would be a new record.
So right now, we've still got a ways to go. They've completed, or they're about to, 7 of 16. We'll be back for the finals, but right now, back to track and field and Larry Rawson.
And 400 meters. more competition, this time from the pool.
Welcome back to the natatorium. I'm Jim Kelly along with Olympic champion John Neighbor, and we've got a two-man race going on now in the finals of the men's 800-meter freestyle. In lane 3 at the bottom of your screen, Alex Kostich, 15 years old. He'll be a sophomore in high school at Belmont, Massachusetts this fall. In lane 7, nearer the top of your screen, Jeff Olsen, 16 years old, from Austin, Texas. And while we were away at track and field, John and I were watching a couple of times. Jeff Olsen in lane 7 would lift his head up out of the water as if to take a peek. And I wondered, really, can you see all the way over to lane 3? Can you tell, or is it just a blur if somebody's ahead of you?
Usually at these contests, the top seed swimmers are adjacent to each other. Because of the seeding in the 4 zones, east and west, north and south, the seeding is somewhat random. So here you've got our top 2 swimmers separated by 4 lanes of water. And the only way Jeff Olsen can see, frankly, he wears almost bottle-bottom glasses when he's on dry land. So although he can see the wall coming, for him to be able to look across, he's got to take almost a head-up stroke. Now we're looking at him, and right there on the top left corner of the screen, that's Jeff Olsen. And look how smooth and effortlessly his hand pierces the water and continues forward. There was a quick head-up stroke. We just saw a quick glance here. He's got 2.5 lengths of the pool to go. He's about to receive a gun from the official indicating 2 lengths remaining. This is what we call the gun lap. Bang, there goes the sound, and now it's last chance effort for anyone to catch him. Jeff won the 200 butterfly yesterday evening, and he looks very good now.
Meanwhile, in lane 3, John, Alex Kostich has fallen back. Andre DuPlessis out of New Orleans has taken over, going for the silver. He's about a length ahead right now of Alex Kostich, but it is Jeff Olsen out of Austin, Texas, who begins to swim away. Olsen swimming for the Longhorn swim team. He won the 200 freestyle last night in the 4th fastest National Sports Festival time ever. And right now he's going for the gold in the finals of the men's 800-meter freestyle. John.
This looks a fantastic swim coming out here. You can see these 2 lead swimmers. Jeff is taking 4 strokes for every 5 of Andre's. In other words, he's got a much stronger kick. Look at that motorboat kick behind him and a very good stretch in front. He's got a very good control point at this right now.
Olsen has opened up a full-length lead over Andre DuPlessis. It is Jeff Olsen, who'll be a senior this fall in Austin, Texas. He gets the gold. DuPlessis the silver. And coming up in lane 3 for the bronze, it is Alex Kostich. A good 1-2-3 finish in the finals of the men's 800-meter freestyle.
Kind of fun to watch him have to put on his glasses to read the scoreboard to see his time. Not quite a National Sports Festival record. His winning time, 8:15.35, is about 6 seconds slower than the record. But watch here. Look at the difference in the kick. Boom, boom, boom goes the motorboat. Andre, you can barely see his feet on the edge of the screen. Not nearly as strong. And a very nice coast right to the finish. Strength enough to wave and smile to the crowd. Good swim.
So again, it's Jeff Olsen, the winner. He gets the gold. He's from Austin, Texas, just 16 years old. The silver goes to Andre DuPlessis from New Orleans, Louisiana. He is 16. And 15-year-old Alex Kostich from Belmont, Mass. gets the bronze.